Good morning, I'm Chris from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm visiting Mount Vernon this week. Good morning, Mount Vernon and Lisbon.
Hi, I'm Jerry Deach from the Sauerkraut Days Committee. Good morning, Mount Vernon and Lisbon.
Good morning, Mount Vernon and Lisbon.
I'm Joe,
And I'm Kim back here, and we are
supporting the awesomeness of the Mount Vernon Lisbon area.
correct.
And we're still awesome people, don't forget that.
We're way awesome now.
We're
We
more
were
awesome than we've ever
before,
been.
but we are more awesome than we've ever been before.
Don't give up hope, folks. Let's have fun
Yes.
still and do this and just do everything they say and be safe about it
Yeah.
and keep healthy and happy and keep each other motivated to keep going.
Yes.
It's not so bad. We can get through this.
We can.
All right.
All right.
I'm waiting for you.
Shall we start it?
Yeah. Mount Vernon, Lisbon, this is your breaking news.
Volume 151, number 14, April 2nd, 2020. We survived April Fool's Day.
I think this whole thing is a big April Fool's joke.
I wish.
And somebody is going to just say April Fool, and it'll be back to normal.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Now,
Except I'd have to punch that person in the face.
what a cruel April Fool's
That's
joke.
not a joke. I always tell my children, it's only a joke if both parties think it's funny.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't think it's very funny.
I don't think it's funny either.
Yeah. Don't April Fool's joke. Whose idea was this?
But congratulations, Mount Vernon and Lisbon's son, for putting out a bright, shiny, colorful paper.
Yeah, like there's all kinds of cool things in here.
Yeah.
And let's get started,
Let's
shall
do
we?
it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, but I'm not looking at you.
It's okay.
So you'll understand.
I will. It's
All right.
okay.
We're keeping our distance, ladies and gentlemen.
We are with our gloves and our social distancing.
Yeah.
But we thought it was important that we came to you and brought the news to you, and hopefully just a little glimmer of sunshine and brightness.
We like sunshine and brightness.
There we go.
All right. So families and artists are encouraged to send photos of chalk art for an online display.
Oh, I love
So the Chalk the Walk Committee, which I'm a part, is going to take the event virtual. All right?
It's
so,
Chalk Your Walk.
Chalk your walk. Yeah. So the City of Mount Vernon Parks and Rec, and the Mount Vernon Area Arts Council, and the Mount Vernon Lisbon Community Development Group, that's the group I work for, have announced that the 15th annual Chalk the Walk event is now a virtual event, okay? Artists and children and families are encouraged to send photos of chalk artwork throughout the month of April. So we get a whole month, not just 2 days of Chalk the Walk this year, we get a
Oh.
whole month.
See, that's a bright point.
That is a bright point. So you have all month to create something, or you have your kids create something.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot it on your own sidewalk, your own patio, your own driveway, whatever you want to do. Go to a parking lot near where you live and do it there. Anywhere safe,
Could
right?
you imagine those artists, what they do in 2 days? Could you imagine what they could do
In a month.
In a month?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So what you do is you take the picture and then you send it to the Chalk the Walk Committee, and that's mv.chalkthewalk@gmail.com. I'm going to say that again.
You do.
mv.chalkthewalk@gmail.com. You send all your photos there, and get us the pertinent info. Who was it? What's the artist's name? Etc. So
Yeah.
that we have it. And then the photos are going to be gathered, and we're going to put them online for viewers to vote on. And we'll do it like we've done in the past.
Yeah.
We have the People's Choice Award. And then the Chalk the Walk Committee is going to act as the judges this year, because we don't have any money, right, coming in to pay anybody.
Yep.
So we're going to be our own judges. And then we have gotten some monies from the Mount Vernon Area Arts Council and from CDG, the organization I work for. And so we'll be giving community cash gift certificates to everyone who wins this contest. And there should be several, because we've got a lot of money. We're going to turn it into community cash, which is good for any business in Mount Vernon or Lisbon. So you can't take it to
Oh my
Walmart.
gosh.
You can't take it to Target or Kmart or whatever,
Why are
right?
you gesturing to me? I'm not taking it there.
Okay, I don't know where, I'm
Okay.
gesturing to where the other stores are. They're
Okay.
somewhere out there.
Okay. Got it.
But you can only spend it in Mount Vernon or Lisbon, and that's fine. I know you're saying, well, there's nothing open right now. I'm not gonna put any deadline on these gift certificates. So you can use them at any time in the whole wide world.
That is awesome.
The whole wide
And
world.
You know what's awesome about that too?
What's that?
Is when the businesses get up and running, they got money coming in. Boo,
Yeah.
booyah!
Yeah, and there are several of them that, are offering delivery, takeout, those sorts of things. So you could use these as well for that if
Right
you want to
now.
spend it now.
Yeah.
And then the businesses know how this works, but basically all local banks take them. So you use this as cash at any business, and then they put that in their cash deposit, and all banks accept them. So that's
cool.
that. So this is happening. Then the other important part to know, that if you want chalk, if you don't have some left over from last year or
Yeah.
whatever, or you don't have some in your own stash,
Yeah.
we are gonna open from 2 to 4 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so that's yesterday, today, and tomorrow, in front of K Apothecary. I'll be out there, we're gonna have some chalk that's left over from last year that we'll hand out while we've got supplies. So if you and your family wanna come by, we'll have it, I'll deliver them safely right to you with my gloves. And they've been in a box since last year, this is last year's chalk, so it's all safe. And so I'll hand that to you, you can take it home, give it to your kids or whatever, have them
Or
chalk
you'll
up there.
put it on the ground and walk away, and
Well-
then somebody else can walk up.
That's true. There's a table outside of K Apothecary, so I can gesture. There you go, right there, go help yourself.
Yeah.
So there you go.
What a great idea!
Well, I'm kind of excited about this. It gives us a chance to have our event and not let this horrible thing ruin all our fun.
See?
You know, fun is important, even now.
Mount
So,
Vernon is awesome!
yeah. So speaking of fun, you probably read or saw the bear hunt, right? All
I am
those
so
teddy
glad
bears.
You told me about that.
Yeah.
I did not, I missed it. It's so cute.
So there's a nice picture in here. Is this you, Nathan, took this?
No, that was a Margaret.
Margaret did. I always get their name wrong. The Hope Glow Tubby kids. You think I got it right? Something like that. So they're out on a bear hunt and
Aquatubi?
Haklatubby, and then they're out on a bear hunt. And then 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and Chris took them out, and they were on a bear hunt. And they spotted them.
Oh, that
so and there's
baby's
lots of
face
them.
is so cute!
They're residents. The houses are putting them in.
Yeah?
Homeowners are putting them in their windows, and business owners are putting them in their windows.
Yes.
So you can look at. Now, have you all got onto this Zoom?
I've had
used
several
Zoom.
meetings on there already, yes.
I know, me too. I've never used it before, and all of a sudden I'm like becoming an expert in it.
And for
it's so
Joe to
funny.
be a technological expert in anything is awesome.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun, actually. I'm kind of learning how to do it. And
Good for you.
yeah, it is kind of fun. And I think that, all this virtual discussion, like, I never really got into online gaming. It still seems so,
Bizarre.
well, it's insincere. It's not
Oh.
together. So I've been doing all kinds of weird different things. Calling people on the phone and playing Scrabble with them, taking a picture of the board and then sending it to my friend in Arkansas, and then she plays and takes a picture of the board and sends it back to me. I got another friend I'm playing Yahtzee with. We get on the phone and we just tell each other what we're rolling. And so there's lots of different ways you can interact. And let's keep doing that with each other, okay? So,
And thank goodness for Zoom.
yeah.
A, that it's user-friendly, people can actually do it, because if he's doing it, it's gotta be super user-friendly.
yeah,
And it's a way for people to continue doing what they need to do,
yeah.
which is hold meetings and make decisions and keep this thing going and moving forward while we have some roadblocks in our head, ahead of us. So good for you guys.
Well, the city is moving online for the MD
Yep.
City Council. There's a nice story up here.
Yep.
So I was at that council meeting, and so were you,
Yep.
Nathan, online. So it tells you about the council meeting, and we've got another story coming up that was kind of the majority of the
Right.
meeting, so we'll talk about that. But there's a lot of this stuff going on, and city council meetings are still open to the public.
Yep.
So you all could log on as well if you're interested to keep up with what's going on.
Very cool.
Here's a nice story of a teacher connecting with students during the
Oh,
touch.
they're doing such a great job.
So this
Seriously.
is teacher Jennifer Carstensen. Did you see that story?
I did, and they're doing such a great job.
Yeah. She has a felt friend, Verdi, and she's in a pirate costume here and reaching out to her students on. So good for them. So there you go. A lot of that going on.
The teachers are actually adjusting brilliantly to this. Mr. Ed Tim, he puts out a history podcast every day, and the kids listen to that, and so there are ways to learn, and there are ways to keep us growing through all of this adversity. So I'm really proud of how our community has stepped up and is doing what we need to do.
It's so interesting to me how my whole routine has changed. My
Yes.
job has changed now.
Yeah.
And it's just really interesting to me how we all just kind of adapt
We just
to
did
this
it.
new world.
We evolved.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange. Like, it's weird that I can't be sitting right next to you right now, but I've got a lot of good memories of sitting next to Kim.
And there'll be more in the future.
Yeah. So I miss singing with you.
At some point,
Next to
you'll be
Deanna.
like, do I have to sit next to her again?
Yeah.
But now we understand. Well, like I talked with the kids, you know, they kept, before school was shut down, they were like, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go to school, blah, I'm bored, I don't want to go to school. Now, I've asked each one of them, be careful what you wish for. How do you feel about that now? They're like, oh my gosh, we would go back to school tomorrow if we could. So, you know, it's interesting how when you have something taken away from you, how it makes it more poignant and more, it just changes your perspective. You know, we take a lot of things for granted,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
true.
won't after this. Well, we better not after this. We shouldn't, right?
I hope we don't.
I know.
Yeah. So there's lots of stories in here. There's a nice lunch program that's been set up.
Oh, yes.
This is a Margaret story. Mount Vernon and Lisbon school districts have been offering grab-and-go meals to children ages infant to 18.
Which is so important
It
because
is.
some kids rely on that little school lunch for their meal for the day.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. So let's see, Lisbon is set up to share meals Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the SELCC, or the LECC parking lot, not the
Yeah.
the LECC.
Yeah.
LECC.
Okay, and then as of Monday, Mount Vernon is passing out lunches at David's Park, Monday through Friday, 10:45 to 1. So that's how you can get in line and get those, some meals for your kids.
And maybe not get in line. Maybe you just go up and you just go and grab it and go.
Well, it's still a line, even if it's virtual.
Yeah.
Even if like you're each 6 feet away or more, or you wait in your car until it's your turn. That's your line. All right, the city of Mount Vernon, this is really kind of an exciting thing.
What?
So this is another project I'm working on.
Really?
So the city of Mount Vernon begins a small business relief program.
What page are you on? Oh, that's
3.
3. Okay,
Yeah, page
I'm
3.
with you now.
Okay, the help for small businesses in Mount Vernon is on the way in the form of a city-funded grant program. So on Monday, March 30th, the Mount Vernon City Council passed a resolution beginning the Mount Vernon Small Business Relief Program, $75,000 program funded through city franchise fees. So
Wow.
the money from the franchise fees from Alliant Energy and MediaCom will be transferred to the Mount Vernon Lisbon Community Development Group. That's the group I work for.
Wow.
We'll administer the program. So the maximum amount of funding for any business is $5,000, and to help offset any monies lost due to the pandemic.
That is a city. That's what we're doing in our town. That's not a
That is
federal thing.
correct.
That's what our town is
Yeah.
doing. Our
So-
town is awesome.
That's true. So now on the Mount Vernon Lisbon Community Development Group website, visit MVL.com, there's all kinds of grant programs listed for small businesses. So log on to that, and this one is included.
Wow.
This one's got 75,000, so there's
A cap.
there's a cap, unfortunately. So,
But that's $75,000 that could have just been sitting in an account that
That's
has been
true.
used for good work. So
Absolutely.
good job, City of Mount Vernon.
so we're gonna start, and we might be able to get checks out as early as Friday.
Wow.
So the applications need to be in by tomorrow, Thursday,
Oh,
and then
today's
we'll
Thursday.
Tuesday.
By today.
by today. But every Thursday until the money runs out, we'll have another meeting and we'll award some more. So
Okay.
just so you know, so that's a good one.
And is it based on need? Like, how do you decide who gets it?
Well, there's a set of criteria,
Okay.
and there's a small group that's going to be putting
Okay.
it together.
Yeah.
So
So
if you apply for it this Thursday and you don't get it, you can apply for it next Thursday.
You
the
could
next
apply
Thursday,
for
and
it.
the next Thursday
that's
until you
correct.
get it, right?
Or
Okay.
until the money runs out.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So, and then there's a possibility that we're going to start raising more money through online donations. Not set in stone yet,
Yeah.
but that's a part of
And
the
that's
discussion.
why I didn't report it. It's
That's
not set
fine.
in stone at
It's
this
something we're
point.
discussing, so we
Yeah.
might be able to get more money. But right now, we got 75,000 to work with, which
Well
should
done.
be enough for at least a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
All
Good
right.
job, everybody.
On the opinion page, there's lots of nice stories here. I'm going to read you Jane Kelso's poem.
Oh,
All right?
lovely.
So here's some poetry for us. March knows she is not beautiful. Her bitter tears are cold. Her sorrow sounds through darkened streets. Her fury shakes the trees, moans at the locks and spends itself in windsong cry. Sister April, with Cinderella grace and sun-blown hair, whispers bits of song and beckons us, come dance. Beautiful, Jane, thank you.
It makes me just want to sing that Frozen 2 song, Into the Unknown. Yes, I love it.
Keep going, I kind of like this.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All right.
And did people just on their own submit poems and things? just, I want to write this and submit it, or was there a?
Letter's the editor, basically. That's what it falls under,
I
so.
love it.
She stopped me the other day on this street, 6 feet apart, and told me she had written something, so to look out for it.
And do you know what I love about that is when we are forced to slow down and take a moment, beautiful things like that can come out of us.
Yeah.
So good for us. Now we just have to remember how to slow down once it speeds back up again. So good job, Jake.
Well, let's all slow down. We're forced to, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
we can do it.
So it looks like the Lester Burish Families Community Wellness Center is among 8 architectural projects in Iowa to be recognized with the Masonry Institute of Iowa Appreciation Award.
Wow.
So award for our good work, and there's a picture of
'Cause
some,
that is a beautiful building.
it is a beautiful building. Yeah.
I want to back up to page 5 briefly. I know you guided the paper, but it says churches don't stop at buildings. And I just want to note that a lot of churches have gone to online services. And my mother has enjoyed that so much.
Good.
Because she can still go to church without leaving and putting herself in harm's way. So brilliant way of using technology again to keep your community of faith together and keep hope alive. So good job.
Oh, I just saw the headline you're talking to.
Yeah.
Gonna say, it's part of the editorial. There are a lot of little snippets that we were.
Okay.
I'll just keep talking till Joe catches up.
All right, so let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. Let's see here. All right, now we got some sports action already. You guys ready?
Well, we're going towards sports already. All right.
Yeah.
Just, oh, that's a great face. Emily Perot. Okay. Look
All
at
right.
that backswing, Ryan Butterball.
Oh, she's on page
Rylan
12.
Butterball. Woo!
That's okay. All
Say
right,
sports?
that's okay.
Yeah, he was on 11, but
Oh,
That's fine. We can be on
Yep,
12.
12.
where's 11? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Now are you on 11?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going back. All right. So, girls, Lisbon girls golf team. The Lisbon girls golf team, it's shared with Mount Vernon,
Oh, I love that.
is the defending Tri-Rivers East Conference champions, and they
Really?
return some of their best golfers this season.
Wow.
Including senior Emma Howard, who is a 3-year letter winner. Well, that's pretty good,
Good job.
Emma.
And golf is something you can go out and do by yourself, where you're 6 feet away from the entire world. So that's awesome.
Yeah, just don't get any closer than 6 feet. Yeah.
In my case, don't throw your club.
So Howard has placed in the top 15 at conference all 3 seasons as a varsity golfer.
Wow. They're back.
All right. Okay. I thought I heard my name.
And look at the kite flying. That's a beautiful kite.
Yeah, no, is that a sports story? What is that?
that's.
One of the activities conducted outdoors, taking advantage of the windy Saturday. So that's another one you can do safely. I think that's what that's
go fly a kite up to the highest height. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
I'm bursting with song today.
She's a bursting with song. So we got 7 returning Leinsters for the MV golf team. Okay? So returning letter winner is Rylan Butterbaugh. Okay?
I don't know much about golf, but I know that's a beautiful backswing. I do know that.
Well, I kind of like that name, Rylan Butterbaugh.
Butterball.
Yeah. The Mount Vernon boys golf team has 7 returning letter winners
Wow.
this spring, led by seniors Sam Adams, Logan Kelly, and Tommy Meineke. All right.
That's a big team.
That's a big team.
That's
Look at them go. All right. Let's see. Mount Vernon and Lisbon is recognized in postseason awards. Several area athletes earned awards for their efforts on the basketball court for Lisbon and Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon boys basketball team had 4 players honored.
Wow.
Keaton Kutcher, Noah Erickson were named first team all-conference in the WAMAC East.
Yay.
Second team all-conference honors went to Nolan Brand. Derek Jordan earned the WAMAC Recognition Award.
Wow.
So there you go. Good for
It
them.
looked like Brand was also named Academic All-State.
Well, that's
Well
extra
done.
good.
That's so
Lisbon
Brand.
boys basketball team had 2 players honored in the postseason, including Tyson Scott, named second team all-conference. Tyler Scott being named honorable mention all-conference.
I think Brand that was
Oh, it's
named-
Tyson and Tyler.
Tyson and Tyler.
I
And
almost
then
thought they were the same person.
the girls had 3 players too.
Oh, look at that.
And I think that was Summer Brand was also named Academic All-State. Well done.
All right, well, I think that's just about it for us. Stay healthy, folks, and remember this.
Be well.
Just what makes that little old man think he can move that rubber tree plant? Everyone knows an ant can't move that rubber tree plant, but he's got high hopes. He's got high hopes.
See you next
He's
time.
got high apple pie.